Yo! Video games.
Is it too late to get into Killer Instinct? It'll be hard to find people that are on the same level as you if you've never played it. There'll be some people. But and it's the same thing with any fighting game. You play any fighting game much later in its life cycle. KI's been out for 6 years. You're gonna run into people that are very good, man. But if you play a fighting game when it first comes out, you have a good chance of finding people that are just starting off like you, and that's a good way to learn. People are typing NZXT in the chat because they're giving out codes for Grandia in Steam.
Hey-o.
Hey! Steve's wearing a Twitch shirt. You work for Twitch now?
Yeah.
Twitch worker?
Yeah.
Work
I
Twitcher?
have a shirt that says Amazon.
You're a work Twitcher? Amazon shirt. Where's my Prime sub shirt?
I'm twitching I'm twitching.
Fuck, the snake
I'm
got
twitching
me
for
first. That sucks.
How realistic all this looks.
No, I got those things. Okay, so the nice thing, the interesting thing about this battle system is that there's like a time thing on the bottom.
Yeah.
And you have normal, like, combo hits, critical hits. Critical hits, you can cancel an enemy's move. So, like,
You can whack stun them.
if the enemy's between command and act on the time bar, and you do a critical on them, you can actually cancel their move out. So you basically, like, stuffed.
This is great and all, but why are we playing this game called not Chrono Trigger?
Steve!
So I'm just saying.
Steven!
Why are we playing this?
Because Chrono Trigger will never ever get re-released on Steam. Actually, it did. You played it.
Yeah.
Was it great?
It was amazing.
Was it amazing?
I'm surprised. You don't even...
Didn't they patch in it to not look like trash?
They did, and that's when I played it. And it was still amazing.
Alright.
So, I'm surprised you're not playing that now.
Chad, if you didn't realize, Steve hates Chrono Trigger.
It's the worst game in the world.
He hates
Oh my
Chrono
god, it is awful.
Trigger. He doesn't like it.
So the real, if I can be completely honest, like, the real unfortunate thing, and I don't know how to fix this with the current version of Grandia available, is that these battle screens are just like kind of like flat JPEGs.
Oh yeah.
And it does a lot of screen shaking. Like, everyone in my chat was noticing it. Like,
Wait, do something. Let me see it.
like, I'm talking about on the current version.
Oh,
This
the current
version is actually much more stable.
So like the UI jitters
Like,
around?
the whole screen seems to, like, constantly, like, zzz, like, constantly...
Oh, I see what you mean. So like you mean the camera trying to follow all the action.
Yeah.
Then getting a little too hairy with the camera.
Yeah.
I get you. I get you. Steve, if you want, you can get your chances in to win this Grandia computer that NZXT is giving away.
Oh, really?
They made a not Chrono Trigger computer
Oh
just for you.
my god, I gotta enter.
Yeah, they made it just for you.
I'm gonna enter right now.
Move and beat your way to victory, Steven.
I can't go any faster. Shit, I gotta fucking enter. Just
Yes!
fuck, I gotta enter right now. I can't wait. Has anybody got any Chrono Trigger decals so I can just plaster it all over? I'll just paste
Steve wins the Grandia computer. Nothing but Chrono Trigger.
all over.
Mega Man X stickers.
Yes, and look at that X all
Chrono
day.
Trigger
I
stickers.
just would put that everywhere.
That isn't in the spirit of Grandia. Simmons' favorite RPG. It probably is close to Simmons' favorite RPG.
It's around there, right?
I think so.
It's in my 3 favorites.
I'm gonna tell Simmons what he likes.
Oh, it's me too. This is if you didn't get hit at all in battle.
You get a perfect.
Yeah. Gives you a perfect battle jingle.
Very like anime-like, right? Like it's like the conclusion credits to like an anime.
Yeah. It's like dun, dun,
Like an
dun,
old
dun,
90s
dun, dun,
anime.
dun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I think visually this game does share a lot of similarities with Breath of Fire 3. I completely agree. Breath of Fire 3 has that very old, like, Capcom-y-ass charm to it when they were making a few RPGs.
Oh, guys, realize you guys are playing the Weeby Japanese version. Is there an American version?
Dude, we're actually... So the game just came out on PC. Like, the remaster did.
Ugh.
And that's why they're doing the giveaway. But I'm like, dude, let's fire up the old Saturn version I bought you years ago. And just so we can number one, turn on the Saturn. Because that's always something
That's
I
all you want to see
strive
is
for.
that it's
Omar, thank you
on.
for grabbing a hoodie, dude. And then number 2, actually play the original version of the game, the first release version. Because there's a PlayStation version. This was never released in the US. They never put this out anywhere but Japan.
So then what's the difference?
This version's technically better by many accounts.
Okay.
It's just like slight differences, and the PlayStation and Saturn.
By the elites.
By the elites.
Elites.
See how their shadows are dithering?
Oh shit!
Saturn could-
and are they tethering?
The Saturn, it was very hard on the Saturn to do actual like see-through, so they had to get this effect. Weird
A lot of
shit,
mesh
right?
effects, yeah.
Mesh
Jesus,
effect.
man.
Dithering.
Oh, the dither.
Oh, you shut up. I will not let you and Kenny worm time in Black Ops 2.
Oh, were we supposed to?
Yeah, we're playing old Call of Duties.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't have my setup though, so
No, we're gonna play old Call of Duties.
Yeah, I know.
Like, well, with Xbox 360, we'll just like pass the controller after we die.
Right, because my setup, I have to have my setup in my.
Oh, your class.
Yes, my class.
Well,
is like
luckily
that.
on Call of Duty 4 all the way to Modern Warfare 3, I have like 10 classes.
Oh, okay,
I have
so yeah,
10
yeah,
prestige,
okay.
all of them.
God, we played so much Call of Duty back in the day. Bro.
I did. No,
we
I
all
did.
did. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We all did fucking played so much Call
no
of Duty
joke,
back in
no
the day.
joke. All the way until Black Ops 2, I 10th prestiged every single one.
Jeez.
All the way until Black Ops 2. Red Lion, thank you.
See that, kids? That's when prestiging meant something.
Apparently there's no prestige.
And there's
in
no
the next
prestiging in the new one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Some weird thing. There's leveling up, no prestiging. No
Yeah,
Terry
we're
Legacy,
fine with
not
that,
tonight.
actually.
We'll be back to Terry Legacy next week. We went through a lot of Terry games, man. I had to fight Omega Rugal last night.
Omega Rugal.
I found an infinite in the middle of the fight. It was intense.
This RPG is so old. Excuse me.
Oh,
It's only like 20 years old in America.
quiet, you boomer. No one wants to hear your old man talk.
22.
Oh.
So, whatever.
In Japan, it's 22. We didn't get it till 99. Just saying. This isn't old.
It was like Boomer the new cuck.
I know, right? Like Boomer, yeah, Boomer's the new.
Is that the new thing?
It's the new
referencing,
old
like,
person. Yeah, it's
the
representing
baby
you're old
boomers.
now.
Oh.
Like,
Wouldn't you have to be way older to be a baby boomer, though?
yes.
Like, way older?
Yeah, like our parents' age kind of thing.
Oh,
Pretty
man.
much.
Okay.
But
Gotcha. So it's just saying you're old.
Yeah, but since you like classic games like this, guess what?
Are you telling me all the kids, all the Fortnite kids came up
Yeah,
with
that's
the
what I'm
insult
saying. Like, if
finally?
you don't play Fortnite, you're a boomer. That's
they
how
were
it
being
is
made
now.
fun of for playing Fortnite for so long that they finally
That's
came
how
up
it
with a single comeback? Took
Right?
you long enough, kids. Took you long enough. We've been working on that shit
And they're
for
trying
years.
so hard to make it work. Oh, it's not fetch. It's gonna work. Come on. Make fetch work, boomers. Come on. Wow.
Play Fortnite, you're a zoomer? I'm
What the
lost.
fuck is a zoomer? I
I'm
haven't heard that
lost.
one yet.
I'm lost.
Zoomer is you're a cuck. Boomer is you're an old cuck.
That looks horrifying, by the way, Simmons. What the fuck you're fighting? Holy, how does it extend to 15 feet?
Creepy ass.
Absolutely terrible. About doomers? Are those Gen Xers? What the hell's actually happening? I don't know. Oh god, NZXT isn't a mod in the chat. Let me take care of that.
Oh shit.
They make everything they say important.
Ooh.
It has been done! Yeah, big shout out to the NZXT guys. Like I said, you guys don't know, we're doing a giveaway right now for a big ass NZXT custom built computer
Oh, fuck.
for Grandia.
Big ass.
It's like a custom Grandia artwork on it, exclamation point giveaway in the chat.
shit.
We'll get you the link to it. And then you can
Plug in that
get your
bush.
chances in. There's a bunch of chances. So be sure to get those in because we only got so many more days left on the giveaway. You said you're sorry you're a millennial? Don't worry about it. You're hanging out with us playing this stuff.
At least
definitely
you,
cool.
At least you apologize.
You're cool in,
So I mean, there's,
cool in my book.
so you're allowed to get
Asher
away with that.
Marquis, thank you, dude.
So we'll give you a pass.
25.
Just one time.
And Kenny has said he is on the way. Kenny is
Apology.
on the way.
Slightly accepted. But it's okay. We'll let it pass.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fuck, there's more bugs in that fucking bug ass bush.
Oh, you could be a boomer millennial? Gotcha.
Oh shit.
So it's just an insult.
Damn.
It's just anything.
How do you get the trifecta though?
Yeah.
The boomer zoomer a millennial. Holy shit.
I remember when we used to work at a store. I think we brought this up before. There was an older couple that would just come in, and they lived far away from the store.
I actually knew them.
Yeah, they just would come in and buy RPGs.
Yes, I knew them.
This was in the 90s.
Noel, thank you for grabbing a hoodie, dude. Thank you. In Skuncherton. Yeah, so there was this elderly couple. They were like in their mid-70s. And up where I lived in the friggin' mountains of California, a solid like 60 miles away from the city. And we would exchange games all the time with everyone in the neighborhood, right? But my friends had a neighbor that was a few houses up. It was just Kenny. And they would always borrow RPGs on SNES and PlayStation. And I let them borrow one from my collection a long time ago. Long story short, yeah, they were like a mid-70s couple. And they just played RPGs together all the time.
That was what they did. Their retirement years was just to play PlayStation RPGs.
Yeah, they loved Chrono Trigger. Like, that was their favorite game. I'm sorry to say, Steve.
I would love
to be
able to right?
I'd love to beat them.
Come on.
Skullduggery, thank you, dude.
Why can't we?
But yeah, they would come in and they would pretty much drop off all the games that they had beaten to afford new ones. Yeah.
Why can't we be like that when we're 70, Max?
Are we not like that right now when we play Marvel 2?
No, I want to be 70 and do it, and then we can play RPGs together.
See, if you just want to get into bed with me, I'm not.
Bro, I'm just saying.
I'm not doing that.
That sounds beautiful.
That sounds beautiful.
Where are they now?
Where are they now? I want to talk.
I want to meet this couple. I want to give them both a hug.
You know what's gonna be really. I'm going to appreciate it because Steve will learn to appreciate it. But Steve is gonna be around, sitting in a chair.
Oh shit!
And then Final Fantasy VII Remake's gonna come out.
Oh
and
my
Steve
god!
Steve is gonna play it.
Yeah.
And Steve is gonna fucking
love it.
He's gonna love it.
But before that happens, Max is gonna go back and play Chrono Trigger on PC, and he's gonna fucking love it. See, we're gonna make him play, right?
Alexander,
we're gonna make him play. Yes, we're gonna make this man play. He's gonna fucking love it.
I have tried to get through Chrono Trigger twice.
Yes, and the third time's a charm. That's what they always say, right? They always say third time's a charm, so it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what it was? We weren't there with you when you played the game.
That's
you weren't there with you. We weren't there to help you motivate yourself when you were playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just thinking about Killer Instinct.
That's true.
And Marvel vs. Capcom
that is
while
true.
playing the game.
There was a moment where I put some time in between me playing Chrono Trigger and I came back a few days later and I'm like, what time am I in?
Really?
What the hell's going on?
That's what you don't do is you don't stop playing.
Why is this Unga Bunga girl not wearing pants? What is... Yeah, there's a moment. I think you need to play that game a little consistently, like come back to it every day, and it'll be easy to follow. Milazi, thank you. Like CD quality background music. Whoa, Ayla is cool, right? So I really don't know Max's feelings on Chrono Trigger. It's normally lost right now. I think it's like Chrono Trigger is an incredible game. I've tried to play it multiple times, where I've like started it, gotten pretty far, like a quarter through the game, but I've never finished it. Now something has always happened to me that has either like distracted me, and I just like, I come back to it like a month later, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna.
So if you go back to it now, do you want to start from the beginning, or do you want?
I would have to.
You would have to.
I would have to.
Oh my god!
Absolutely.
So
I would not want
to. On it.
I would not want to continue from wherever that. I'm like after you get Ayla or Ayla, and a bit after that, once you have like the full party. And I got to the point after you beat Magus the first time.
Okay. So
when he becomes like it was part where Chrono like dies.
Yeah. So you kind of not even really. He's not even like 20% through, bro.
No, when Chrono dies is like halfway through, right?
Chrono dying is like it's 70% if you want it to be.
Oh yeah, because you can skip a lot of it.
Yeah, you can.
Go to Lavos. Aeropath. Spoilers, chat!
Oh god!
Sorry. We'd like to say spoilers after we say the spoiler.
But don't forget, there are extra levels in the PC version.
I don't know if you saw, but Austin Creed or Xavier Woods was on Twitter earlier today, and he proclaimed on Twitter to the entire following and all of the WWE fan base that the Sega Saturn is the greatest system of all time.
Did he say that?
Yeah. I spoke with him recently. No. We filmed something together, and he told me that he has a 100% Sega Saturn collection. All the sports games too.
All the sports.
He has
American or Japanese?
American.
Okay.
Every single Sega Saturn game. He has all of them. And And I'm like, how did you collect them all? He's like, I had a friend that had them all, and I got them all.
Just in fact, right?
He had like a friend that was selling all of his Sega Saturn, like 100% Sega Saturn collection, and he got the full collection. I was like, oh, so you never had like the moments of like looking for each individual game? He's like, no, I just got them all once.
He probably doesn't even know if it is 100%. The friend just told me he has 100%. He's like, sure, I'll just take it all.
They probably just had that rare copy of NHL 97
or some
too
crazy
legit
shit.
to quit edition.
Oh God. Look at imagine.
All 12 Sega Saturn games, you checked up, bro.
All 20. All 20 games.
There are hundreds of Sega Saturn games.
Yes, Chad, if you didn't realize this game was made in Japan. Like most video games in the 90s. Well, these are like the three sisters, right? Or like the three
They're like three,
henchwomen?
yeah, three henchwomen. Three,
Shot, thank you for
they're like
years.
the three bitches. They are.
Simmons, please.
They are bitches.
Are
That
they
is-
evil?
Yes.
Okay, well there you go.
Absolutely. They are.
That's
They are three thirsty bitches for Mullen.
gotcha. All right, just making sure I'm covering my bases.
More details, Simmons.
2019, I'm covering my bases.
How thirsty are these bitches?
All three of
We
them.
need to know.
You could drown a toddler in their panties.
Oh my God, Simmons! Here it is. We've done it.
I'd like to.
We've crossed the
I'd like it
threshold.
to be known that
And the giveaway is over.
The
The
opinions,
sponsorship is done.
the opinions expressed by Matthew Simmons do not represent
The
that of
giveaway is
video
already
games.
canceled.
Or
NZXT
Steven.
NZXT completely canceled.
Hey, where'd the giveaway go? It's gone!
It's deleted the page. Oh God!
Oh god, the page is gone!
And nobody's left.
No!
Completely banned. Oh man.
One guy recognized it as an Archer quote.
Okay, Chad, don't worry, I brought it back. The giveaway's still up. I got it back. We're good. It's still here.
Jesus.
You can still get your chances in.
We're still
Simmons'
alive.
one quote didn't make them run for the hills. We're good. All right, that's good.
You caught them when they went to the bathroom.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah. Wow, that was close. Okay. The Grandma PC has suddenly disappeared.
Damn.
Chat, it is not.
Jeez.
Grandia.
Grandma.
Isn't this a boss fight?
You fight him multiple times throughout the game.
So they're your Turks.
Yes,
Yeah.
but not as cool.
NZXT is like, we are here! I heard nothing.
See, look, you have your pass that you got from the museum, so you can actually go to this archaeological dig, which is what Justin's really into.
She looks just like the girl from Skies of Arcadia.
A little bit.
A little bit.
So he hands her the note saying, I'm authorized to be here. And she,
Oh,
Fuck
fuck
you.
out of here.
Rip that shit!
Wow.
and she
And
crumples
she
it.
crumples it.
And then she,
That's very cute.
Wow.
I told you.
Video.
That was a little excessive.
Game's got a lot of charm.
A little excessive. Oh, the original.
Yep, she has that.
That's called a thing, Steven.
I totally forgot what it was called.
The Naga laugh.
It could be the Naga laugh, which is a reference to Slayers, which is an old anime that I've never seen. Chat, but it's actually called like a trope. I don't know if it's the Naga laugh, but it's actually called something. Let me know. Someone, the Ojusama laugh.
Ojusama.
Ojusama laugh.
Chat, where's my Shoto Lull? I even have it as an emo because it's so damn cool.
You got it as an emo.
There you go, Chaos.
The Ojusama. Clankzilla, thank you for the $5, dude.
Justin and Sue decide they're not going to listen to them. They're going to explore the ruins anyways.
Somebody is saying it's T-Sun Dairy. It's a T-Sun Dairy laugh.
What the fuck is it?
No, it's T-Sun Dairy. That's the appropriate English pronunciation.
Yeah, and I think
That's a T-Sun Dairy laugh.
Yeah. But who started it? What was the cartoon that started? The anime, sorry. The anime that started it.
Happy Dodano, thank you.
That's Lean. That's the guy in the blonde hairs who they're all thirsting after.
This game having voice acting like this is actually kind of crazy. Like, this much voice acting?
Yeah.
That's what they were doing with that CD, you know? That's what they were doing with the extra space, actually sticking in voice acting into RPGs. It's kind of nuts, considering the time frame. That was the thing that blew my mind in Final Fantasy X, was how much there was of characters talking to each other. It was like, wow, you actually hear the characters speak to each other all the time. And they did it in Grandia like many years before. Dude, what was FF10? 2001?
Yeah.
A 4-year gap between this and Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
4 years.
Though a lot more of 10 was voice acted because of the DVD, but yeah.
But I mean, just visually.
Yeah.
Like, video games went that far in 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of insane.
All about the hardware.
It really was, dude. Like, you think about, like, the late 90s or the early 2000s, how much shit, like, jumped.
Like immediately.
Like, the Dreamcast to me was a huge... From the PlayStation, this giant leap. It was crazy, dude.
Oh, no.
Oh, I get it.
L1 is junk.
The one is Goldilocks.
When you think of, okay, the leap to me is Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil Remake.
Oh, yeah.
One console generation.
Yeah.
Is one console
A
generation.
single console generation between... You're right, because N64 is technically the PS1 generation.
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude.
That's how they were able to advertise those things, because they were like, look at the new graphics of this fucking system.
Well, that's
So, I mean, like,
Right.
Resident Evil 1 to Resident Evil Remake.
But like, yeah, like think about RE1. Like the first RE, which came out in 96.
Yeah.
96, 97, something like that.
96, 97, and then Resident Evil Remake, which is still one of the best looking, arguably one of the coolest looking Resident Evil games still to this day. That's crazy, dude. The third time, thank you.
Between SNES and N64 is huge. I didn't feel like it was that.
I don't know,
but it's.
Well, I mean, it went from 2D to 3D.
It is big
yeah.
because it changed things, right?
Yeah.
Like 2D to 3D was a big change.
Yeah, that was.
But to me, it's even bigger when you have the first leap in 3D.
Yeah.
PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2, and 64 to GameCube. Like,
yeah, everything became smoother. Everything
like
became
just
graphically
Smash
smoother.
64 versus Melee. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, man,
Yeah.
it's like a night and day.
That's how you got bamboozled into getting like the Jaguar and fucking Sega CD.
Yeah, you got dude.
Because
You just saw high numbers.
Everybody was just so obsessed with graphics at the time.
You just saw a high number and you're like, this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Do the math! That was their slogan.
Oh yeah, right. Remember that.
And even N64 didn't largely look better than PlayStation most
not
of the
at all.
time. Like,
Yeah, not at all.
It just had more Vaseline and
It required
fog.
it required specific developers to make the 64 look good.
Yeah, it was like, even though it says 64,
Perfect Dark looked fucking slick. Like even at the time, it wasn't like
It's
it
good
didn't have
looking.
Vaseline. It didn't have like it was glossy.
I never thought N64 games, even when I was like younger, looked great. Like, something about them just never really stuck out to me a whole bunch.
It just depended on the game, man. Like I mean, Blitz looked amazing on that system. So did Perfect Dark. Mario 64 did have a little bit of that Vaseline on it.
Both Banjos are probably like the cleanest. Some of the
Yeah, cleanest
looking
fucking games and shit.
Yeah, Banjo-Tooie is like incredible how good it looks. Like, it doesn't even make sense it's on the same system.
Yep. Wave Race 64 look good.
That's true.
Well, a lot on Nintendo Rare.
GoldenEye definitely had a lot of Vaseline fog, chat. Like that game.
There's a lot of Vaseline fog.
on
Yeah.
GoldenEye, and then you compare it to like Perfect Dark. There's a huge difference.
Ocarina of Time looked great. It did look great, and it's all 15 frames per second.
Hey, 22.
Be very specific.
It was literally like 22 almost the whole game.
Oh god, dude, Castlevania 64 was probably the foggiest, Vaselinist game
that was-
I remember
there
playing.
was
man.
much foggy.
There was a
games.
lot of fog.
I played
fog.
way foggy.
And the game was supposed to be like that too, because it was like supposed to be dark and dreary. So on top of the
Turok.
already fog that was in the
Turok
game.
1 is like
Oh yeah,
soup.
Turok. Yeah, Turok was rough.
2 looks great. 1 looks like soup.
Yeah. Superman 64. Well, I remember Matt and Russell's talking about that.
Jet Force Gemini playthrough? Are you the guy that subbed with like 8 different accounts back in 2014? Asking us to play Jet Force Gemini? I remember that. I'll never forget.
Yeah,
We did play it. We didn't
I actually
play it.
saw that the Matt McMuscles what happened with the Superman 64, and that was they put that in there and they called it Kryptonite fog.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the funniest thing. I'm like, oh,
Oh, it makes Superman not be able to see as much?
well, yeah. It was, the idea was that the fog is there because it's Kryptonite fog. And I was like, no, it's because you couldn't render the entire map at the same time, so you just put the fog there. It was great. After seeing that though, I felt kind of bad for the devs, man. They got a butt deal on that, man.
After watching the Wahapa?
Yeah, we'll hop on that shit. But you know what's funny? It kind of feels like that's the same thing that happened to the devs for Killer Instinct. Like, it feels like, once we jump in, we're going to put all of our efforts to make sure that we have total control over this. And it's like, but you're not making the game. So why are you constantly telling us all this shit like that? And they force their ideas, and they put so much emphasis on making or stopping the developers to actually make the game that this game comes out and it's total shit. It's total shite!
Total shite.
Who played Doom 64?
That's an interesting version of Doom, actually. Apparently it's pretty good.
Yeah.
They're gonna be re-releasing it with the new Doom.
Oh, really? It's gonna be?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like a pre-order bonus or something. I don't know.
You getting it?
I am absolutely playing the new Doom when it comes out.
Yeah,
I might try Doom 64.
The chat is in agreement. Doom 64 was lit.
Damn Real Terror, thank you.
I don't know, man. KI64. I mean, because I was compared to the arcades, and it just wasn't.
And the Nintendo 64 never, ever, ever had anything close to the hardware of what KI did. So they had to work their ass off to make KI Gold even close to KI2, because they scrapped the first KI was going to be on next gen hardware, and they backpedaled it, and they put it on SNES, and then they were going to make KI2 on SNES. And they canned that.
They did. Yeah, I mean, I remember.
And I don't think anyone ever got to play that. I don't think it ever actually left the developers. I would love if someone could possibly leak Killer Instinct 2 for the Super Nintendo. If someone could just let that, if someone just can let that smooch onto the internet a little
Killer
bit.
Instinct was on SNES, but not Part 2. Part 2.
Not Part 2. Part 2 wasn't even technically on N64 because they made their own version. Because KI2 wouldn't be the same game on N64.
Bro, do you remember playing Killer Instinct on Game Boy?
Oh no, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
You didn't do that? I still have the game. I still have the fucking game. It was brutal.
It's brutal. It's like playing Mortal Kombat on Game Boy.
Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah, if someone could leak Killer Instinct 2 for Super Nintendo, that'd be great. Anyone at Rare? Anyone? Sorry.
You know what's crazy though is that even if you got the game on N64, how could you play on that controller?
Yeah, I remember playing KI Gold on N64 and messing up my hands.
What?
Messing up my hands.
It's not that bad. It's not like a fucking Jaguar.
It's just the D-pad.
Yeah.
I think the D-pad was great on N64. It was
Joe
big.
Jangles, thank you.
GameCube's D-pads, that was kind of blah.
Yeah, GameCube's D-pad is even worse, but I don't know. Even you had to press it really hard. I remember having to jam my hand into that thing.
Speaking of Game Boy shit, who remembers fucking Tiger handhelds? Whatever fucking happened to those things?
I had Mega Man 2 Tiger handheld.
No shit.
They were barely games.
They were barely games. Yo, they were fucking just simulations of pictures of not even what is
they were like projections.
Yeah, projections of everything. It's not even a bit. It wasn't even a bit of graphics. It was just it was literally shit.
The Angry Video Game Nerd did an episode on old Tiger Electronics. And he actually talked about the old Double Dragon.
Oh God!
Everyone had Double Dragon.
I had Mortal Kombat.
You had Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I had Mortal Kombat on those things.
Those things were
crazy.
You had a Tiger watch? Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can play this shit on your fucking watch.
Those games were impossibly hard.
Yo, that was
they were meant to never be beaten, I swear to God.
Those things couldn't really be beat. They're just score-based shit.
Yeah, it was like Pac-Man. You just went to the highest score and shit like that.
I remember Mega Man 2 having levels.
Yes. Hey, Tony, we don't talk about Virtual Boy here. We don't do that. We don't talk about that. Back to it.
No more talking.
Yeah, no more talking.
Yes. Eye cancer, the system.
Yeah.
When is the Tiger Electronics stream? That'd be badass if we were. Someone had to have been able to emulate Tiger Electronics shit.
Yeah, right. I mean, all of it. You think?
But it's weird how it's how it displays. I don't think it technically displays things.
Yes, Star Fox?
very
Star Fox was
weird.
on those things? I can imagine like all the games you just put a title to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all the bad games, and then it's like, hey, we'll just put like a major title to it and people will play, because who cares?
I'm gonna move over. I think Kenneth has arrived.
Scootish the bootish. Skittish the Yiddish.
Yes.
Oh, you guys in the chat?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were static LCD displays. Yeah, they were.
There you go. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Some funny. They were doing some funny business. They were kind of games. Not really.